Hello, dear viewers of African Media. Welcome to this episode of our program, AMAM TALK. We started this show some months ago with the idea to capture and broadcast any relevant inputs from stakeholders and the citizens. The idea was to discuss any topic related to education, employment, welfare, or any other relevant matter. And so today we have the pleasure to welcome AB Thompson.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure, a massive pleasure.
Thank you for taking the time for this interview. So your company, it is ROA, which is
ROA. That's it. Come on, get the line going.
I don't understand. It's ROA.
Yeah.
So I was going to practice it from some time, but I was keeping. Is it ROA or ROA?
No, so by the end, you'll be roaring about.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. I'm sure about that. So what you do is that you are specialized in solutions that can lead to employment and empowerment. So again, thank you. And my first question really will be, what is ROA? How did you start?
Okay, so ROA is a family. Okay, and it started with a €50 ad on Facebook. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you back 2 years and explain it. Okay. So I was in a job that, quite frankly, was making me miserable. I was coming back from work, unhappy in front of the TV, and I just knew there was something more that I was supposed to be doing. There was an inner feeling. And then every day when I was turning up to work, there was one thing that smacked me in the face every day, and that was people complaining about foreigners being into the country. Foreigners, they don't do this, they don't have skills, they don't have languages, the negative views. Now, I could have gone that side, but I didn't. I went the other side, and I went home, and I spoke to Kirsten, who's my wife, you watching, I love you, and I said, I think we can do something here, okay, but it has to be something that we really know from the start, and then we build on it. And because I was a forklift instructor in the UK, that was the first thing that comes into my mind, which linked with giving these guys a skill. However, that was only in my head that they would appreciate it, hence the platform of Facebook, right? So I create a picture, I put across it, forklift training course, put a price, completely transparent, and some information. Over the next 2 weeks, it exploded.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, that leads me to the next question about which is what are the service that you offer? What's the company about?
Okay, so we offer primarily forklift training. Okay, so the skills that I picked up from my instructor's course in the UK, I've brought on other instructors teaching them how to do it. So the guys get the training, the skills, the license, which then they can push on to get employment. However, as we'll talk about more, I'm sure, on the front of it, they get a forklift license. But to me, you can give anyone a qualification, any you can give someone a doctor's degree or anything. But if they don't have the confidence, if they don't believe in themselves, you don't give them the other skills which are essential to go out there, what you're actually doing is just taking their money.
Okay, sure. So that's actually a very important part of your work, I guess, because it's not only about driving the forklift, it's about being confident. And what do you do exactly for a migrant to have that confidence with? Okay,
so I don't think someone can fake it. So it has to be within you, right? It has to be within you, and you have to have a passion for it, a passion to give and to help others. I think anyone can fake a half-an-hour interview, or anyone can fake their first day on work, but true colours always come out. So for me, and what's been so viral for the 2 years we've been doing it, is having people only around us with the same belief. Doesn't mean that we're all the same. We all have different things to offer. So for me, it all starts from when they connect with us on Facebook. They come to the training, so they go through Kirsten. She gives such an amazing customer care side. She'll call them, she'll find out where they're from, she'll send them the bus route they get, the pictures, the pin location, all the information, and she'll hold their hand to the training. Then when they get to the training, we give them a lion's welcome, right?
Okay, so that lion's welcome, which I also saw on your Facebook page, which is very active. You have 77,000 followers, almost 80,000.
Yeah, I'm not showing off, but it's 83.
And so the migrants who come to you and who want to learn how to drive a forklift, and they hope to get a job.
Yeah.
Do they get jobs?
I can't speak for every single person. However, what I am starting to get is feedback. I mean, actually, only last night, the teams get together on Wednesday evening, week, and basically, the close things compared to is like a team building event. But we just get together, work on our own selves, build, because then we can help others. We actually bumped into a raw driver, and I do it more and more and more. I've started calling people to see where they are. Some of them use a qualification back in Italy. I surrounded someone a few months ago, they've gone to Canada. Not everyone will get a job, and I'm not going to sit here and lie. However, what I will say is if someone does the training, they have a CV, or like you guys discussed earlier, they have a different way of doing the CV, and they approach the company in a different way of walking up and saying, give me a job. That doesn't come down to whether you are a good forklift driver or not. That comes down to how you're presenting your personality.
Yes, and that's an important part of what we do.
It's everything. We put a video live on the weekend, first time from the classroom, about how to approach a company. Right? And I'm only going to go over it shortly now. But what I say is, rather than thinking from what you want, what do they need? Because you effectively want something from them. So it doesn't make sense you want something from them and you're looking to take. So instead of going to a company and saying, hi Regina, give me a job, how much money do you have? It doesn't make you feel very good, does it? Well, actually, read about the company, find out what their mission is, and decide if you want to be part of it. And if you want to be part of it, that's how you go in. Hi, I've seen what you guys are doing here, it's absolutely amazing, I want to be part of it. What do I have to do to make that happen? Free trial.
Absolutely, So the guy who comes to you and you say, well, I want to have to become a forklift driver, and then you give him this package of confidence that he needs for sure. But some of them don't speak the language.
They don't.
So you not only offer forklift training, you also offer English language. Can we speak it?
Yeah, of course you can. So the last 2 or 3 weeks, actually, there was a video that I was watching on YouTube myself that was all about which path do you take, the problem making or the solution making. And what I've tried to do now is even more, if I'm looking at something and I'm frustrated, rather than going down that way, I think, well, what can I do about it? Sometimes I can't do something about it right now. However, say for example, the approaching companies, out of the 10 people in the classroom, maybe 2 or 3 of them don't speak English. So yes, we have people that can translate. Yes, we'll Google Translate it and send us their email. But let's be honest, that's not an experience. So it led me thinking, I was thinking, well, what's the biggest challenge for these guys? Not just in the training, but getting a job in Malta. Well, it's lack of English. So what I decided is to Google classrooms in Malta. I found a place in Mostar near the church. Holds 25 people. And we're going to start in the next couple of weeks English lessons Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday will be for beginners. Thursday will be for intermediate. We found an amazing teacher called Alex. She's really going to be part of the mission, and she really believes in it. And the style's not going to be like the standard school curriculum, sit down, silence, boring, here's an orange, or orange. Is everyone falling asleep? So we're going to work on actually teaching them English, but through role plays that actually impact their life. Interviews, approaching companies, just there's so much in my head, but you get my point. Something that actually is going to help them.
Something active.
Yeah, and so it's going to be basically what I like to talk about is it's an extension to their experience. So it's an extension to their raw experience. If you do the training, you get the first 4 lessons free, and then it'll be €10 after that for 3 hours. And then once you've done, we'll give them a card, and once they've done 4 lessons, they'll then get another free one.
So you don't link the training of forklift with the English classes. I mean, these are your same group of people, or anyone external, even from the company can benefit.
Both. So now when someone books the training, I ask them the question. I don't say you need to do English. I ask them the question: would you be interested in the free lessons we offer as part of this package? Some people say no, some people say yes, depending on their standard. However, we are putting it out to Malta. Because to me, it doesn't have to be someone who is only paying for the forklift training. It could be Jimmy, who's the other side of Malta, who's struggling to learn the language, doesn't want to pay thousands for a college, will come and join us.
So let us talk a little bit speak a little bit about money. How much a migrant is disposed to benefit from the foreign training?
What, as in what they will get paid or what they pay for the training?
They pay for training.
Okay, so for the training, the license, the support is 195 euros. That's everything. And then, as I've discussed with the English lessons, there'll be 10 euros afterwards.
Yeah.
So that's the package. We don't charge for the license. We don't charge any fees afterwards. That's a one-off payment. One thing I've done right from the start, and I won't change, is we don't ask for a deposit.
Yes.
We don't ask for a deposit. I've had many people tell me that's crazy.
Don't you have problems?
No, because we believe. And some people don't come, but they weren't going to come anyway. Right? So the way I look at it is, if I'm saying to him, you trust me through Facebook, however, I don't trust you to turn up to training, so give me 50 euros to guarantee that I'm going to get money, I'm not starting a relationship well. So what we do is we say no deposit. Even better, we don't take money off them until the end of the first day when they're happy.
Okay.
So on the last exercise, they come into the room. I say, Regina, did you enjoy the training? Well, yes, you did. Or no, you didn't. Yes, okay. Would you like to continue to day 2 for the license? Yes. That would be 195 euros. And that's it. I've never had anyone say no.
Oh, okay. So that's how
Yeah.
So it works perfectly.
Yeah. Well, it depends how you look at it. If you are doing it for only money, then no, because you will lose sleep. Because I turn up every single Saturday not knowing if anyone's going to turn up. But if they don't turn up, then I won't look at them, I'll look at me. I'll say to myself, what message am I giving out which is making them not want to turn up? What's Kirsten doing with her directions? What's Sergio doing as a trainer? Has he lost his empathy? Has he given some bad experiences which has given bad reviews? Not, oh, then people are mean because they don't want to give me money. Like, the fact of the matter is, I'm offering a service for this reason. I only want people to be happy with paying money. I know that it's not 10 euro for the training. They are paying a good amount of money.
And who do you have as trainees? Do you have women? Are they only migrants? Do you have Maltese?
Okay, so actually interesting, we have a lady called Kate coming this weekend. So that's a good question. Predominantly we have males. We're trying to break that. And I think in the next coming months, I'm going to start actually promoting female courses. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Like, there's a stereotype. Oh, if you're a forklift driver, why is only a man can get on a forklift and use the hydraulic control? However, it's stereotype. Like years ago, it was only men that drove cars. Now, women drive cars. It's the same. So we're trying to break that. But answer to your question, I would say predominantly we have 80% people from Africa, 10% from Philippines, India, Nepal, and then probably 5 to 10% we have a mix between Maltese, British. We've had a couple of Americans. Companies send people from their workplace to do the training.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, we also get that started happening as well.
So actually, that was one of the questions that we were asking, that your training is not only for individuals, company contact you to.
Yeah, we have some great relationships. We did the training at the airport last year, and actually the way they look at health and safety and the way Luke runs that show is pretty amazing. Like, he literally cares so much. He had a couple of quotes from other people, completely trying to, a 50 euro course, but the training was for 3 hours. You can't take someone who's never driven a forklift and take him through the theory and the pre-op and the thing in 3 hours. So we bonded straight away because I knew he was looking at it from a different angle. So we did the airport, companies like ST Microelectronics, Methode Electronics, they use this on a regular basis, and if they've got a busy operation going on, they'll send guys to our courses for the weekend, which doesn't impact them as well. And then they're part of the mix.
Yeah. Can you say that your business is a successful one? Are you happy with what you're doing and the feedback that you receive?
Do you know, that's an amazing question. Honestly, that got my heart there. I would say absolutely it's successful because everyone that's part of it was happy. And to me, that's what success is.
Yeah, okay.
If you were to say to me now, what's my ultimate goal? My ultimate goal is to get to a place where the prices come down, and the English lessons we're actually not charging anything. I've got things in my mind, but I don't want to promise anything right now. But I want to get to a place, I'm going to be confident when we get to the place where I can turn around to people and say, do you know what? Not only are we going to give you this qualification and give you the skill of approaching companies and the teams that we have here helping you, we're also going to give you English lessons on Tuesday and Thursday until you feel confident, until you feel ready to be part of the experience, right?
Yeah. I'm sure that your trainees are very happy. And you said that you started on Facebook, but you also had a location. Where are you located?
We're in Zeebrugge, Kabira Street. The links on Facebook and Google. For anyone that knows Zeebrugge is near the new Maypole. It's just near there, and Carkunta bus stop. So, but you can. It's easy peasy on Google Maps. Okay. You'll be coming down soon, right?
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna get you on forklifts.
Why not? You just said that you're promoting women. Why not?
Why not?
I guess we should do those things. We should do everything.
Yeah,
we have been left aside for too long. So yes, for sure.
But you've got a roar at the end of the course, right?
Yeah.
You've got to let out a roar.
Wow, I saw that. I have to say roar.
Yeah. You said perfect. So that'll be great.
Thank you. I don't know. We have. I hope that I've asked you all the interesting questions. I want to tell to our audience if there's anyone watching that you can send us your comments or any questions that you have. And of course, this video will be available later on our both pages. And is there anything you want to add to what you said? Because there's a lot to talk about. One that we didn't mention.
Well, for me, I go back to the people know what they get with forklift training. Okay, so I don't want to sit here and promote or do forklift training. This is how much it costs, because that's not what we're about. What I would say for those that are watching is don't look at other people and don't look at other problems, other companies, and get down on yourself. Look within and see where you can improve or work on yourself, where you make it impossible for them companies to refuse you.
Yeah.
Going to someone with your problems, no one cares. Now, once you're connected with them and you become like, I would now care if you had a problem because I feel like I connected with you. Yesterday, I didn't know you. I probably would still care, but not as much as I do now. Is forget the problems you have, work on yourself, and don't give them an option. That's key. I'll give you an example. There's a guy who came to the training who's now part of Raw called Eric. He's from Malta, and I knew from training straight away that he wasn't interacting with the guys. He was underconfident, and he had a lot of demons. Yeah, I could see it a mile off, but there was something there was in his eyes. There was something I was thinking, you know what, this guy is ready to explode.
Yeah.
Right. And he stayed in touch after the training. We did some other courses. He came down. He's come down a couple of times. He came down a couple of times to support us, and then he kept on asking about his workshops, because we started workshops on Wednesday night. The team getting together, working on confidence, public speaking. He was like, let me know when it is. Let me know when it is. And he came to the first one. Maybe it was 11 weeks ago. And since then, he's just, he made it impossible for me not to want him to be part of Raw, right? Because of what he's done. To see someone in front of you break down to then build up. But I wouldn't have hired Eric just because I like him. I wouldn't have brought him in the team because the priority will always be supporting your family. And I'm not going to bring you in just to make you feel better about yourself. And he built himself. He broke down and built himself. He kept on learning. He then started coming to the courses of the weekend. He came to the courses of the weekend and started learning off me. Started learning off Sergio. He was like, do you mind if I introduce the guys this week? Of course you can. Wow, this is amazing.
Actually, just talking about problems, I wanted the African migrants that you have in 80%. Main of one of the problems, the main one I wanted to say is the documentation. So, who do you have? Do you receive any asylum seeker?
Yes, we get a mixture. We get some Italian documentation. We get asylum seekers, refugees. The other status I've forgotten now, and then some with some actual Maltese ID cards.
Yes.
As I said earlier, I spoke to Anna, who's part of the UN, and Sarah, who's part of the employment side.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do now is find out more about the system where these guys can apply for asylum and apply for refugees. So if they don't have the right status at the moment and they're here as migrants, then they can possibly start that process, which will give them. So I'm in communication with her at the moment. If that can become part of our training, well, because what the feel I get from the guys is when I ask them is, one, they have lack of information. Two, they don't know where to go, and wherever they go, they don't get spoken to like we would speak to them. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah, sorry, you got the wrong paperwork. Well, he's got the wrong paperwork, so how does he have the right paperwork? It's because a lot of people look at other people and see, you can't benefit me, so get out of my office. But I guarantee you, if someone came in who they sort of benefit from, oh, hi, how can I help? You know, so I don't want to come down on other people, because that's not what this is about. Again, we're going to focus on myself, and that's really where I feel the team. We've got an amazing guy from Serbia called Sergio.
Yeah.
He comes down. He came down. He worked Monday to Friday at a company. This is what we were talking about earlier. He's worked Monday to Friday 10 hours in a logistics company.
Yeah.
And he did the training, and I saw something in him. He was motivating everyone. He was getting everyone pictures. He was cheering. He was doing all sorts. I was like, wow, this guy has something. So then we stayed connected. And then I basically asked him, do you want to come down this weekend and see what happens?
Mm-hmm.
For the next 7 weekends, he came down, Saturday and Sunday. Bear in mind, it takes about an hour and a half on the bus.
Because just a parenthesis, you're open also
Saturday and Sunday, yeah. Saturday, we I should mention today, we effectively work around people working. So Saturday it starts at 2 p.m. until 8, and then which is still gives you 3 hours for the bus, and then Sunday it starts at 12 till 6. It used to be 10 till 4, but I realised that people are coming from the south of Malta. It's a little bit tight on the bus, I have to get up at like 5 or 6. So we try to work around them. And also the people who work Saturday morning, if we start at 2, it still gives them a bit of flexibility. So Sergio came down for 6 or 7 weekends to learn how to become an instructor. Unpaid, volunteer, and he came down just because he wanted to be part of it. And he never asked for anything.
Yeah.
But he wanted to be part of it. And now he's instrumental. He's a face on Facebook. People ask for him all the time. He leads the certificate ceremonies. He leads everything, basically.
Maybe that's the one I saw in my things. So actually,
With a microphone.
Yes, with the microphone.
Yeah, that's Sergio.
I don't know if you want to mention that you were discussing before, and you noticed you read the fact that people don't propose themselves for free in companies, and that is they don't have enough skills. And they just want to get there and get paid immediately. How can you comment on that?
Yeah, I really can. It's really passionate right now. You got 2 hours, right? So I can, and this is what we were talking about earlier. For me, if you don't believe in I'm a strong believer. If I walk up to you, and let's say for 10 is super confident and 1 isn't confident at all, and I'm not very confident, I'm 5 out of 10 confident, let's say, and I walk up to you, it's impossible for you to be more confident than I am in myself. Isn't it? Because I've lived in my body for 36 years. If I don't believe in myself,
no one will.
No one will. So what I try to say is believe in yourself, okay, and don't just go up to a company and be like, oh, I will do anything to get a job. I will clean your floor, I'll clean your toilet, I'll do this, I'll do that. It's different if you get hired and then you're willing to help out. That's different. But if you're just owning your soul to basically to be a prisoner, well, why would someone want to? Actually, I would even go as far as says there's no benefit to that, because the people that hire them people are going to take advantage of you, and the people that have a team, which I would say is like us, that want to empower them, wouldn't want someone like that on this. It doesn't mean that we wash our hands of them. It means that you can adjust their mindset, and how we do that in the training is we do the role plays.
Yes.
And we start by, it's all questions, getting them to the answers. Okay, how do you apply for companies at the moment? Facebook, Messenger. And you say what? I'm looking for work. Okay, brilliant. So then I say to them, okay, now what I want us all to do is imagine we are the boss of the company. Okay? If you have 100 people and 99 of them apply on Facebook, but one guy makes the effort to get on the bus. He's looked at Google to see what time you're open. Found a little bit about your company. What do you now think of it? Oh, yeah, no, I think he was dedicated, he was confident. Do you want to work with someone who's confident and dedicated? Well, yes. So they're answering their own questions. And that's the empowerment side, right? Then, just as they get really, really comfortable with it all, I then turn around and say, okay, we're now going to do role play, stand up. And they're like, it's important, isn't it? It's practice.
Actually, it was actually the best part of the training when I watched the one that you did.
The approach.
Okay. AB Thompson, we are come to the end of this gift talk. I'm sure that there's still a lot to be said, but we have to conclude, and then I want to thank you a lot for taking the time again for this interview.
Can I say one final thing?
Oh, sure.
Okay,
sure.
So of course, thank you very much for yourself inviting me. I'm sure we'll have many more of these. I just want to give a huge shout out to the Raw family, the Raw team, and a huge shout out for my wife Kirsten, who I call my spine, because without her and without someone strong by your side, I don't think you can achieve anything. So I love you, Kirsten. I love you, Leo, and I love everyone else who is watching.
Thank you very much for this love. Thank you, and thanks to you watching. We hope that you have enjoyed this talk. And don't hesitate to we encourage you to share this video with your contacts, with friends, anyone that you think might be interested to the training offered. And we will be soon here for another talk. Bye for now.